Oh, God.
Today we're making boba.
What is it? What's happening?
The biggest, bestest, greatest season of Without a Recipe ever.
Oh my God, it's salty. Why is it salty?
Just an incredible metamorphosis of goop.
What is it? What's happening? Why is it alive? The first place winner is...
We are going Asian this episode. Finally. I dressed the part. That's right, you get to watch the finale live.
The show where we have no recipe, no clue, and no hope.
The Try Guys are back in the kitchen for another episode of Without a Recipe.
We decided that this is a cup, right?
This week, they're making boba.
What do I do?
Will they spill that hot tea?
Every episode, a different kind of goop.
Or will their little balls be unsuckable?
That tastes like dirt.
Each guy will have 2 hours to complete their boba drinks and present them to our panel of judges.
Welcome. We're ready to judge boba tea. Hey everybody, I'm Rosanna Pansino and I host one of the most popular baking shows online.
My name is Wong. I am an online chef as well as an actor and a bunch of other things, but chef, that makes sense.
My name is Wang. I'm a co-founder of a YouTube channel called Wong Food Productions, but in 2019, I realized that YouTube was too easy, so I started a cafe called Bopa Cafe. Totally joking, by the way. Everything's very hard. We're here with Zach, who is one of our assistant managers and part of the Bopo fam. So boba is just basically like large tapioca balls, and it's usually added into drinks, usually milk teas. It was invented in Taiwan, and now it's more just like a lifestyle now. What I think is great about boba is that it actually slows down the sipping process because you have to stop to chew.
Good boba should be soft and chewy, but still have a firmness in your mouth. And you definitely don't want it to be mushy or chalky. Finding that perfect balance is key. Yeah, you definitely need to have patience while you're making it. If you try to rush things, then you're gonna get the wrong texture.
It should be this very, almost like gelatinous mochi type texture, and that's what makes good boba to me.
Any advice for people who are trying to figure this out a recipe?
Why? Why aren't you? The internet is available.
Boba. They're kind of like perfect little boogers. I've made tea before. Remember that 6-part series that some of you tolerated? I've made boba once before. It was with a kit, but I did it.
This episode was my idea. I thought it'd be fun. I thought it was different. We've never done a drink for Without a Recipe, so this is a first. I've made pre-made tapioca pearls, but I've never made them from scratch. But I know that they're relatively simple. I'm just a little worried about them getting too hard. Everyone likes soft balls. You don't want hard balls in your mouth. You want nice, soft, chewy balls.
I really don't understand tapioca balls. You can't eat them. You chew them until you're bored of chewing them and then swallow them. But it's weird that we tell people not to swallow bubble gum and then we serve them a half of a cup of gum in a drink. I don't like boba tea. And I'm gonna prove to the judges that they don't either. Tapioca pearls, which I believe come from tapioca oysters.
Boba is basically kind of like dough.
It's dough.
I love boba. I love.
3, 2, 1, balls.
I gotta do this for Asia. If I don't win this one, I'm shaming the entire continent.
I'm also playing Team Asia.
Hot dog, okay. When I was first making Zydeco, I accidentally put way too much sarsaparilla in my first batch. And it tasted like delicious root beer tea. So I'm just gonna make that mistake again. Today, I'm making a root boba floba. It's a root beer float flavored boba drink. And then I'm gonna top it off with Pop Rocks so that it sizzles like a soda. I want it to be like a fountain drink experience. Like you're getting a root beer float, but we're adults now. We can't handle all that sugar.
You must cook it. and there's bowls. I'm not a tea boy, and I'm not a tapioca boy. I'm trying to think, what is the thing that I drink the most of in like an Asian cuisine? And that is soup. I love all sorts of Asian soups. The one that I like the most recently is Tom Kha. So yeah, I think if I make a lemongrass coconut tea, I think I've had star anise in there before. I think there's maybe ginger sometimes too. I do think I'm gonna put a little bit of chili oil in. That's what you do with Tom Kha.
I need the gelatin.
Okay, it's in this little, looks like that bottom one.
Oh, it's down here.
Under
okay.
your dirt.
Under my dirt. I'm doing a love letter as Good Eugene. Special effects there. A love letter to one of the greatest energy resources we as Americans have tapped into, which is, of course, oil. A big satisfying thing you know from Boba is breaking through that plastic seal, which I immediately thought, wow, you know, it's like an oil rig. So my whole conception is called What the Frack Tea? Gonna create almost like a diorama of the Earth's crust, and you have to basically lightly destroy the environment to get down to the good, juicy, oily boba. The boba themselves are gonna have some edible dirt in them, and then on the very top, over the seal, I'm gonna create an actual derrick made out of pocky. I want you to feel really good about destroying that beautiful diorama that I've created. Because what's more American than that? Good Eugene. Does create a lot of jobs.
First, the bakers have to figure out what the hell goes into boba.
What the hell is pinocchio sugar? Pinocchio.
So I feel like I need to win this one, or otherwise I'm shaming all of Asia.
How many balls do I need? I feel like people really want to be slurping up as many balls as they can when they're drinking this awful thing. I don't like boba tea.
To get started, I am going to dissolve the brown sugar in this water using this pan here. As it heats up a little bit, I'm gonna add in all the brown sugar and mix it.
All right, I guess here goes nothing. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think it's a sugar water, and then you add the tapioca.
And I'm just gonna use basically a teaspoon of the tapioca starch. You don't wanna add all your tapioca starch at once because it will start to burn.
Oh man, this immediately becomes too hot and it starts burning. What is my, okay, let's just frickin' go for it, boys. This is wrong. This is wrong. Oh no.
Just do equal parts water and tapioca. Is it tapioca flour? What is it?
I'm just gonna keep stirring this until it becomes kind of a sticky paste. If you do add in a bunch of tapioca in the beginning, your texture's gonna be all off and your dough is gonna come out kind of weird.
What the is happening to it? What the It's turning into rocks. What is it? What is it? Why is it? What is it? What is it? What's happening? People like this?
If you get it wrong, you can get kind of like a non-Newtonian fluid or just like a really chalky dough.
What's a non-Newtonian fluid?
Yeah.
Drop that knowledge, Zach.
What? It's wet, right? And then you do that, and it's not.
It's just sitting on its own, it looks like a liquid, but if you hit it or pick it up, it becomes a solid.
It defies physics.
Are these the balls? It starts to melt, and then it's dry, and then it's melting, and then it's dry. How could I move on? This is the most interesting thing I've ever experienced in this kitchen.
So if you do have a non-Newtonian liquid forming, and you should probably just start over, the most you can do with it is just play with it.
You just accept defeat, accept failure, and just get back on the horse.
What is it?
You have an hour and 8 minutes.
I have no chance. Let's try boiling it.
So the only 3 ingredients you should be using for homemade boba are water, brown sugar, and tapioca starch.
To really get the idea of fracking, I'm gonna create a gelatin top layer to replicate the top layer of the Earth's mantle. So it's gonna be like matcha flavored.
Water, brown sugar, and tapioca starch.
Let's put a lot of brown sugar in it. Oh, I wanted to put chili oil into it. Now's the time.
I'm gonna put actual edible dirt into the boba.
If you're adding a bunch of other different ingredients in there, the texture might come out wrong.
That tastes like dirt. And then I'm gonna put the tapioca with it and hopefully make a ball form.
You're gonna have some problems if you're not sticking to these 3 ingredients.
Oh no, how did that just Oh no! It just suddenly became impossible to mix. I don't know. I'm so confused.
I know. I know what it is.
You know what? I'm just gonna dump this out and see what it's like. It might spill everywhere. Oh God, look at that. It's like,
Wow, yes!
so weird.
This video is like science.
Yes.
Yes.
How does that work? Look at this.
Oh, give it to me. Oh, yeah, look at what's happening.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
It's solid and then it's liquid.
We love it.
Do you guys see that? How does this? Oh my God. I can't make boba out of that. Maybe I'll knead it so it just stops moving. Is that normal? Just stop moving, you weird kinetic ball. Do we have flour? Can I just get some AP flour, please? I don't think there should be flour in this, but my assumption is it'll hold its shape better. It's doing a flubber thing that I'm very weirded out by. What is it? What's happening? Why is it alive? This will have to do. I'm gonna put it in a bowl so it doesn't escape. I am screwed.
Looks like it's ready, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the heat, and I'm gonna slowly incorporate in the rest of my tapioca starch.
Typically, the color of boba has that caramel color, so we actually do have some food coloring that we're gonna add right now.
So we have a dough here. It comes completely off the pan. It's no longer liquidy.
Got goop on the plate. What you gonna do about it? Goop on my plate.
Just an incredible metamorphosis of goop.
And we're gonna knead it until it becomes kind of a smooth texture and consistency. So then when it's ready for us to cut it up.
Either I'm messing something up or this is easier than I thought. Ow, it's hot.
So if it was super hot at this point, I would probably just give it a little bit of time. Wait for it to cool down, and then I'd start working with it.
If it was hot, why would you continue working with it right now?
I don't know.
It's so hot. Really burns.
Okay, I guess it's good.
How do you know?
How do I know? I don't know. I don't know. It's brown sugar, tapioca, water, and vanilla, and it looks like goo. I feel like I'm a street vendor in another country, entertaining children with my amazing gooey snacks. It's fun.
Oh my God.
It's fun. What do I do? How do I do this? I don't understand. Okay, we're just gonna put this downstairs. Let's try again.
Reduce, reuse, recycle. Frack.
So now you have your dough. It has been kneaded. You can see it has a really smooth texture. At this point, you want to roll it into
Little like snakes.
So you do it like this. Do little strips.
Cool, let's cut it up. These are like extra large Tic Tacs.
I gotta make these a lot smaller than I want to. They don't fit through the straw. You got nothing.
And then we're gonna coat our hands with some of the tapioca starch. And you can start rolling them within your own hands.
I'm kind of playing the world's tiniest violin over here. What do you think it is? Look, it's all about technique. Oh no, it's like getting crumbly now because it's so dry. If I have to roll these balls out again, I'm gonna be pissed.
With 45 minutes left, Keith is on his third batch of whatever he's trying to make.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Okay, it's done. It must be better be done.
Cooling
Ow!
so
It's hot!
constructing something.
Candy goes on the table. You never seen the taffy guys?
Since I'm assuming things need to cool down, I'm gonna make my decorations, which go on top of the boba. These are the oil derricks. I'm making them out of Pocky.
Cute. Has the tapioca industry ever had a formal party? A tapioca ball, if you will?
All right, so now that we have our boba balls portioned out and ready to go, you're gonna bring your water to a boil.
I've been working for 30 minutes. Like, this is still maybe enough for 3 bobas. I think I just need to accept that it's time to move on.
34 minutes and no one has boba.
Excuse you. Oh, this isn't the same as that. That first one was closer.
Basically, you wanna add your boba into boiling water, but around 20 minutes boiling and 20 minutes off the heat steeping.
You think I'd boil the balls? No, they wouldn't. No way. No way, Rach.
We got the balls. We got the balls.
You'll know when to start adjusting the heat based on how the boba is reacting to the water once it starts rising to the top.
Oh my God, they're getting big. They look like Cocoa Puffs. And I am not cuckoo for that.
After your boba has been cooled down, we're going to make a brown sugar syrup so that it can sit in there, kind of soak in a little bit more of the brown sugar flavor.
I feel like this kind of gives it one last nice little coat so that when it goes into the drink, it has this extra little flavor. Otherwise, you're kind of just eating tapioca, chewy starch.
I believe this is the most important step of boba. is giving it a little ice bath when you're done. Look at that, they're shrinking back down. It's like when you go in a cold pool. You want your balls to get chewy. Wow, way too chewy.
Oh my God, they're still moving. Yeah, you need to boil boba. It's the one thing I know. Boil it.
Now it's something I know.
Because otherwise, you just have you have other. You didn't know that, Keith?
No, I was guessing.
What if I just roll them up and throw them in there before they can move?
Yeah.
Everyone in Asia is just shaking their head at me right now. You know what? I'm just gonna test one. Let's boil it. Nope, it's flattening. That's not right. That's not right at all. I'm just gonna chunk these in there, and then maybe I'll just chop them up afterwards. Like little dumplings. You know, what are those called?
Dumplings.
No, spätzle. I really thought I could do something cool. I'm so sorry, Asia. Everyone in Asia is just shaking their head at me right now. It's the shame of the continent. And you're laughing, Rachel. Oh God, it's so bad.
Now that we have the boba balls all cooked, we're gonna assemble a classic milk tea.
So we gotta make a tea. Guys, that's the whole competition. So I've got Assam black tea and sarsaparilla. Wow, that did nothing. Oh my God, did I break the blade? Do I need like a diamond blade to cut sarsaparilla? Did you guys know this? The sarsaparilla just rocks? Wow. Oh, God damn it, I grabbed a Zydeco mug. I feel like I'm being taunted by the failures of my past.
We're gonna start off with Assam tea. We're gonna sweeten it with some cane sugar. It's our basically in-house simple syrup.
So I'm making a lemongrass, Thai basil, mushroom, and ginger tea, which is the flavors of Tom Kha, my favorite soup. The thing about Tom Kha is that there's ingredients that you're not supposed to eat. Our judges are gonna be drinking so much tea, and I'm sick of tea. I want some soup! Rosanna Pansino's gonna be like, I want some soup, god damn it! I'm gonna give her some. How much time is left, Rachel?
All right, now it's time to put the boba in the cup. Beautiful boba balls.
The gelatin's from my Jell-O. It smells okay, but it's gonna taste disgusting.
How do you get the ice apart from the boba? What do you do? The ice is staying with the boba.
Now we're gonna put some ice in.
Pour the sweetened tea, just a splash of milk on top.
This is my Tom Kha inspired tea. It's mainly lemongrass and Thai basil, but it's also some ginger. Just do it, Keith. Wording is for the weak.
Hot, 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 hot. Ow, 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 ow!
Now we gotta get our boba boys in. Now they're all stuck to my fingers like boogers.
This is PU'ER tea, and that tea is well known for tasting just like twigs and dirt.
I'm trying to make this like a root beer float, so we're doing that much cream. I don't really know the ratio. I've never seen ice cream and boba before. There's probably a reason.
I wanted to make like a dark simple syrup to make the oil, but I don't have enough time, so I'm just using honey and dyeing it so it looks a little darker. Let's just put them in, shall we? Perfect little boba bumps.
So in my tea, we have oat ice cream, oat milk, boba, brown sugar, and Pop Rocks, bitch! That's a root boba floba, motherfucker!
Trying to create a layer to make sure the Jell-O doesn't sink over it. This is not working. Come on, Eugene, just make it pretty. Hey, the jelly set. One thing I'm happy about. I'm so sad about everything else. Oh God. I really thought this going differently in my head. Oh God, it's not working.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up, bakers.
This is the most fun I've ever had. So weird.
All right.
Welcome! We're ready to judge boba tea. We're judging on creativity, taste, and presentation. Also, is it boba?
It really comes down to just making sure that you have the perfect chewiness. If you overcook it, it's too soft, or you undercook it, it's still too hard, and you still get like some of the powder inside.
I think it's all about the balance. Boba itself has an inherent sweetness to it, and then the drink that it's in needs to complement it. So that's why milk tea is so popular.
And I like my little boba balls. I like them soft and chewy. I want to be able to chew it like 2 or 3 times before they break. That's the perfect boba texture for me.
Judges, Evil Eugene is in the past. This is the whole season of good Eugene. Good Eugene. Ah. So good obviously means best, most. And what's the most used natural resource we got? Oil. Oh my God. We all love fracking, right?
Yeah.
So this is my What the Frack Boba Tea, an ode to the oil industry.
Oh my God.
Oh my, oh.
It looks like the sludge you would get from refining.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, that was the whole vibe. You want to get that petroleum aesthetic. What you see before you was intended to be sort of like a diorama of the Earth's crust. I wanted like an oil derrick of Pocky at the top, beautiful boba at the bottom that should be like digging for oil. I'd used PU'ER tea, famous for being very dirt flavored. I also threw in some cookies and cereal in there too, trying to create the layers. The actual boba has edible dirt in it. I wanted everything to taste like dirt. Because it's an ode to the oil industry. Then I also made my own matcha tea jelly.
I see just dry matcha powder on top.
And then that was supposed to, be like the grass.
Okay.
So that when you stab it with your straw, it's like you're actually like the oil drill, like you're getting down there.
I will say, it does look gross, but I do like the story behind it. And I can understand the elements you're going for.
I think it's really creative as a theme drink. I've never seen an oil-themed boba drink before. And I like this. I think this is really creative to make this out of Pocky.
How much boba is in here? I don't really see, usually I don't even see it here. Usually you can see it kind of like on the sides. But it's just so dark down here.
Yeah,
it's like an abyss.
Just like oil.
You can't see.
Are you ready?
I'm so ready. I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared. I don't even know where to start.
Do we mix first?
Just
It's
go
up to
for
you,
it.
Phil. You're the expert.
Hold on. Wait, did everyone's straw going very like there's resistance going in?
It hit something.
Yeah, it's hitting a lot of things.
it might be the matcha jelly.
Well, I'm smelling matcha and cereal. I'm not getting any.
Oh my God, it's salty.
Temperature.
Why is it salty? Why is it salty?
Way too much. Gosh, this is matcha overload.
What is that? What is that? That's like sea cucumber. I haven't got one ball. I'm like.
Oh man.
Is there any?
Oh man. I feed my kid better than this.
I haven't found a boba ball.
I can't find a boba ball. Eugene, are there balls in here?
They might not be in ball shape. Have you ever heard of spatzel?
It's like almost like a cookies and cream kind of texture.
Yeah.
But not in flavor at all.
I mean, look at that!
The dirt, honestly. Don't.
Do it!
Oh my gosh, it's stretched.
Oh, look at her smile. Season of good.
That is not the sound that she was going for.
I love matcha. It's so good.
Is this a boba ball?
And this is a lot of matcha. Sometimes too much of a good thing is too much.
Oh my God, I got the boba ball.
There was one?
Yeah, it's not a ball.
What shape is it?
It looks like a walnut. Is this your boba?
Yeah.
Okay, it tastes like
These look like an alien creature.
like dumpling skin almost.
Like spatzel.
It's just not.
I don't know, it seems pretty evil.
Is it boba?
What the do we think it's not boba? Why would I ask it? Judges, is it boba?
No.
No, this is so far from. This is an insult.
It's a drink.
I know, barely a drink.
It's a
If it's a drink, Jimmy, why aren't you drinking it? I honestly thought coming into this that there would be some that are like drinkable.
Well, you never know.
I don't know why they put me first. Is my Asian card revoked?
No.
It's borderline.
This is your first strike.
My first strike. Oh, God.
Judges, boba tea is probably one of the most famous, popular Asian drinks. But I don't love Asian drinks, but I love Asian liquids.
Wait. Let me out! I'm getting it. You have to spiel.
Hey, I don't love Asian drinks. That's something about me. Not everybody loves everything. That's reality. But what I do love are Asian soups. One of my favorite soups is Tom Kha. So I wanted to bring the flavors of Tom Kha to a drink.
Oh God.
This is my Tom Kha tea. It's got boba. You've got some chili oil on top, and you've also got some nice hard herbs that you can't eat, just like in Tom Kha.
Yeah, there's a star of anise.
Star of anise at the top.
Isn't it beautiful?
I feel like what you've done is simultaneously insulted both Tom Kha soup and boba tea in one go.
You were a little more thoughtful to Eugene's at first appearance, so let's just try it.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, I see something at the
Keith,
bottom.
great job. I actually do see formed boba. That's something you got going for this drink.
Yeah, and it kind of looks like a milk tea. Like if I saw this at the store with the little lid, I'd be like, yeah, that's some kind of a milk tea with something down there. Yeah. Okay.
You get up close though, and it really starts to lose a little bit of that appeal.
Let's stab together.
Okay, 1,
2, 3. Oh
wow.
So satisfying.
So I made a tea by steeping lemongrass, high basil, mushrooms, ginger, star anise, and then I also put a little bit of lime in as well, just to give it more acidity.
Here we go.
Oh, God.
Coconut milk.
Yeah, coconut milk, like in Tom Kha.
Yeah. This is a good episode.
What do we think?
We thought this was gonna be the easiest thing. It's
I
the
didn't.
hardest.
You know what's crazy? If this
Oh my God.
if this was hot, it would actually be okay.
Like, it tastes like the soup, so it's like eating cold soup. But then the tapioca balls they're so sweet and full of, I think, like ginger or like, it really
They're very
hits.
mushy.
And they're really soft, Keith.
There was no bounce to them. They instantly just.
Yeah.
It's a lot happening.
It's very diluted too. Like even as like a soup, it's just not very flavorful.
It reminds me of. Oh, geez, I don't even know what it reminds me of. It's not good though.
What if it was hot? What if it was hot?
If this was Tom Kha soup without a recipe, this would be pretty close. But we are doing boba without a recipe.
Yeah, so I don't love boba, and I wanted to show you that you guys don't either.
Your thesis is offensive?
Evil Keith!
More like Tom Ha! Woo! Okay, guys. Contestant to judges. Is it boba? Just technically speaking. Doesn't have to be enjoyable. Is it boba?
This is the closest we've gone to boba.
Boba?
Today. Yeah. It is boba with a question mark.
Is it boba?
Yeah.
You know what? It's boba.
Yeah, Jimmy, right here, boy!
Boba, the first time I drank boba, I'll never forget the feeling as
Yeah.
multiple balls hit the back of my throat in rapid succession. It was both a surprise and a delight. This was a surprise, not the delight part so much.
You know what? You convinced me. I will say that if someone had this drink, they would be like, "This is shitty boba." So sure it's boba.
Bro, it's all up to you.
Soft, soft, soft boba.
Judges,
Thank you.
Thank you, Keith.
What's up, judges? Boba is a texture and flavor experience, something that the first time you have it, you go, wow, I've never had anything like that before. I wanted to take the experience of one of America's classics, the root beer float, the sizzle on your table, and I wanted to bring that to a boba experience. So I proudly present the Root Boba Floba, a root beer flavored boba tea. The Root Boba Floba. So you've got yourself a boba milk tea with oat milk and oat ice cream on top, and then some Pop Rocks to simulate the sizzle of a fresh Coca-Cola.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
That's fun. That's creative.
You know what? The boba on the bottom looks the best, I will say.
At first glance, looking at it, people would assume that this is a boba drink. We've got cute little bobas down here,
Yes,
and they
a
look
bubble.
pretty separate.
Hopefully you're gonna get some of the Pop Rocks up into the straw, popping along
Okay.
the boba as you drink.
You know what's fun? I haven't had Pop Rocks in like 10 years.
Yeah.
So
Guys, this boba is good. I could eat this boba.
Let's go.
What the heck, Zach? The texture
It's boba.
is really close. This is
It's really close,
this
yeah.
one's really close.
really
very
close.
The drink is bad. It's like really watery.
Yeah.
But the boba's really good.
Gelatinous texture of it too. This is the closest. It's like kind of very like smooth on the outside.
You know what's funny is that the tea is where I'm supposed to thrive, and it's definitely bad. It's not great. So I tried to make a sarsaparilla black tea.
Oh,
and
that's what it is. There's like this herbiness that.
for the root beer.
I am a little disappointed though, Zach. You have a tea company.
Yeah.
It's like if Keith brought
And
in
I used some of my tea in there.
Wait, don't say that.
Yeah, don't say it. This is not a good promo for your tea.
I definitely, look, I think that I singed the leaves. I think that there's not enough flavor in there. I was gonna put more brown sugar to overcompensate, but then it would just taste like milk tea.
But I am impressed. I think the boba is, wow, I'm gonna say it. If I got this boba at a shop, I would question the color, because typically it's more black, but I wouldn't be upset at the overall. It's not the best boba I've ever had.
Right.
But it's definitely
This would be like a 99-cent like boba shop.
yeah, like a run in the mill. It's on
You
the
would
side
say,
of the grocery
who
store.
put this shitty tea into the boba?
Yeah, I didn't taste so much a root beer, but I like the idea of a root beer float. Like I like a little bit of ice cream on top. I've never had boba with a little ice cream on top, and I actually think that's a really cute idea.
Kind of cool. I thought the creativity overall was, it's not amazing, but it's definitely different enough to make me go, oh, cool.
Judges, is it boba?
I'm gonna give this one a YE, yes. It's boba.
I'm gonna give you this 不错, which is not bad.
Yeah. Okay, that's a compliment in Chinese culture right there, man. Not bad.
Which, let me remind you one more time, Zydeco is available at RT. All proceeds go to charity, and it's better than that.
Making boba from scratch is already something that not a lot of people do anyways. Even like a lot of the shops that you go to, they're using packaged boba. It's very laborious process. So the fact that you guys even did it from hand without a recipe is very impressive. So congrats on attempting it.
All right, guys. Fourth place. We thought it was gonna be a difficult one to figure out. Turns out it was actually really easy to figure out. And it was the one that had no boba in it. It had a lot of spatzel instead. So fourth place goes to Eugene. Congratulations.
Do we clap?
I feel like we
Every
should.
place. Participation award.
I'm particularly disappointed in you, Eugene.
Now, in third place is a drink that we tried. It was a good idea. It just didn't execute the way we were hoping. Congratulations to third place. Congratulations. And a bear.
These last two drinks, they both had tapioca balls that perhaps were a little bit too big for the straw, but the ones that made it through were pretty close. There was a lot of different senses going on. There was a lot of flavors going on. Teas were, infused with sweet flavors. So, the first place winner is Zach.
Yeah! We're going for the 3B, baby. Zach Sweetman's living large.
Is this good sportsmanship? I kind of want to retract this right
But
now.
I'm doing it now. I'm part of it.
For all the right reasons.
This was hard.
Oh my
This is
gosh.
great.
Are you gonna be okay? Yeah. Wow.
Sounds like a campfire.
Well, guys, thanks for joining us for yet another Without a Recipe. We got one more left, and there's also still tickets on sale for the grand finale, which will be live at tryguys.com/war. Get your tickets now, and we'll see you there. Until next time, bye!
Next time on Without a Recipe, abracadabra, it's illusion cakes.
It all comes down to this.
Here we go.
I'm not finishing, Rachel. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Oh my gosh!
My cake is overflowing.
I'm gonna do this. This is not a beginner's baking art form.